Hi, I'm Jaqueline P'ng and this is the evening highlights. Petronas' third quarter net earnings plummeted by 91%. This on higher asset impairment and forex losses as its US dollar borrowings got more expensive. The national oil company saw net profit plunge 91% to 1.4 billion ringgit. This was on the back of a 25% drop in revenue for the quarter to 60 billion ringgit. The sharp drop in quarterly net profit dragged down its earnings for the 9-month period. Profit after tax was down 57% to 23.8 billion ringgit, while revenue fell 25% to 187.6 billion ringgit. The oil giant slashed its 2016 dividend by 39% to 16 billion ringgit, the lowest annual shareholder payout since 2007. Petronas has been hard hit by low oil prices, and other oil and gas players have not been spared either.
Our industry peers have suffered the same fate. Revenues and profits dropped across the board, with some IOCs recording losses in quarter 3. The tough times are definitely here.
The national oil giant is now bracing for a long drawn-out period of low oil prices. With inaction from OPEC, a supply surge in the global oil market is expected once sanctions on Iran are lifted. According to Bloomberg, oil has slid about 44% in the past year. December Brent crude lost as much as 0.8% to $47.06 a barrel on London's ICE Futures Europe Exchange. It has been 3 years since a consortium of Malaysian companies started redeveloping the £8 billion Battersea Power Station in the UK. Today, the project's chairman has come out to assure buyers that the wait is about to be over.
We are now at a phase whereby I think key to the consortium is delivery of the first phase. We are confident that the first phase will be delivered, inshallah, God willing, by October of next year, which to a certain extent will erase any doubts when we first started.
Jauhari was speaking at a seminar jointly organized by Matre today. Battersea Power Station is a decommissioned coal-fired power station built in the 1930s in southwest London. The consortium aims to turn it into a luxury accommodation and leisure development. The first phase is Circus West, comprising 8 blocks of apartments with around 850 units. Some have suggested that the consortium has bitten off more than it could chew.
Of course, a lot of people have doubts. The industry has doubts whether these 3 Malaysian companies can undertake this job. So the key to that is by next year, God willing, inshallah, if we can deliver, which we will deliver, the first phase in October next year, it will ease all these doubts, and then the future phases of 4 to 7, I think we will then will continue with the launches very smoothly. We are 3 years into the 10 years punya development. We are very confident. We are very confident of our presence in London, and we hope this is going to be a launchpad for our future projects in London and Europe area.
The redevelopment of Battersea Power Station is led by Malaysia's largest property company, SP Setia, and backed by CIMB Property and the EPF. The 39-acre development is expected to be fully completed in 2026. Malaysian banks have seen their share prices plunge in the past year, but it's going to be a smoother ride come 2016. CIMB Investment Bank says, emerging value aside, we can expect better earnings growth next year. It's not going to be all roses, of course, but lenders are going to have an easier time. CIMB says net earnings growth should recover to 11.2% next year. That's mainly because of the narrower increase in loan loss provisioning. Net interest and non-interest income is also expected to be stronger. It's upgrading the sector from overweight from underweight. As for its top pick, RHB Capital is still the perennial favourite. CIMB says in the 9 months of 2015, RHB Cap's share price has plunged by 21%. That's pushed down its rolling forward PE from 9.1 times in December 2014 to 6.8 times in September 2015. PBV is down from 1 times to 0.8 times. That puts both below the 5-year averages. CIMB's got an ad call for RHB Cap, target price 11 ringgit 21 cent, up from 10 ringgit and 10 cent. It's also upgraded several banking stocks, including Maybank, which now has a target price of 11 ringgit 50 cent, up from 10 ringgit. Public Bank got upgraded from reduced to hold, target price 19 ringgit and 15 cent from 17 ringgit and 20 cent previously. The FBM KLCI fell to a 5-week low of 1,657.88 points today. That's after crude oil prices declined and industrial production growth slowed in China. Investors were cautious as Chinese data show that growth in the world's second biggest economy was still in low gear. At the close, the CI parted some of the day's losses to close at 1,665, still down 1%. JF Apex Securities Berhad Head of Research Lee Chongqing told DHmarkets.com that the local market was still affected by external concerns today. That resulted in foreign selling on blue chip counters. And without any positive catalyst, investors could remain trading sideways in the next 2 market days. According to Bursa Malaysia, decliners outweighed gainers in a ratio of about 2.5 to 1, while 254 counters remain unchanged. Some 2.3 billion shares worth about 2.3 billion ringgit were traded. BAT was the top losing counter, down 1.1% to 59 ringgit and 30 cent. Meanwhile, Petronas Dagangan led gainers. It was up 4% to 24 ringgit and 8 cent. And that's all we have for the evening highlights. I'm Jaqueline P'ng. Thank you for watching.